Hey, what's up, everybody? Pastor Troy Wynn Sr. here. Want to bless you with some wisdom and some knowledge as I share with you 5 critical actions for April. Do me a quick favor and share this particular communication and let me know that you can hear me. I'm trying out a new location and trying out some new equipment here. So I want to make sure you guys can hear me before I jump into this thing. So if somebody could leave a comment and let me know how the audio sounds. You should be able to hear my voice and some music in the background. Let me know if everything's balanced and everything's nice, because I'm trying to monitor it while I'm doing that, and I just want to make sure everything is good. I pray you've had a blessed day, and I am waiting on someone to let me know in the comment section that, hey, Pastor, things sound good. You're good to go. Go ahead and do your thug thistle on this 5 critical actions for April. I hope that you have a blessed day, like I said before, and I hope you're having a God day, not just a good day. We are still reverberating off of yesterday's service. So many great responses of appreciation for the new series that we launched for this month that's simply entitled Unstoppable. Unstoppable. Responses of appreciation for the new Thank you. series Thank that we you. I see you guys letting me know the sound is great. A shout out really quick. I don't do this often, but I'll do it at the beginning of this communication because I appreciate you guys tuning in. Shout out to Sherry Minor, Teresa Scott, Terrell Beasley. What's up, man? Angela Taylor. So good to see you guys. Hey, Frank, how you doing, man? Bless you. Tierra, I see you. Thank you guys so much. Some of my main supporters who are always tuning in and sharing the good news that we share. And I just want to encourage you guys. This is the second quarter of 22. And I don't want you to miss what is destined to happen for those of us that are tuned in and turned on to God. There's a shifting that is happening for believers. And that shifting is happening right now. And I want you to be a part of it. I want you to get everything that God has in store. But there are a couple of things that you need to do this month that I want to share with you. 5 things, 5 critical actions that you really need to take in the month of April. And they're going to pop up on the screen. I've taken a little time to prepare this for you because I want to make this easy peasy. Here's number 1. Number 1, I want you to focus on those who see the value in what you bring to the universe. Focus on those who see the value of what you bring to the universe. The reason why this is so critical is because sometimes we waste too much energy focusing on people who simply don't see our value. And it's no slant on them. The slant is really on you. If you continue to focus on someone who does not value you, they don't see your value, they don't understand your value, listen, keep it moving. Life is too short for you to waste your energy, your time, and your attention on those who don't see the value that you bring to this universe. You keep it moving long enough and you keep bringing that value, there will be people who recognize your value. They will appreciate your worth, and they're going to thank God for every day that you're on this planet. That's where you want to focus your attention. Do that this month, because this month we don't have any time to waste. This month we don't have any time to complain. This month we don't have any time to be, caught up in the individuals in our lives who simply just don't understand our purpose and our call, or maybe even our destiny. It's not there to decide your destiny if they don't know your value. So why would you focus on those individuals? Focus on those who see the value in what you bring to this universe. It's a concept I've been teaching for years. I share this a lot with my leaders who sometimes get frustrated when they're assisting me in ministry to lead this congregation here at the Freedom Church. And sometimes they will get a little frustrated when there are some that do their part and then some that don't. It's like everybody's in the boat, but some people don't want to row, but they want to ride. They want to ride, they want to see where things are going, and they want to enjoy all the benefits, but they don't want to stick an oar in the water. They don't want to sweat. They don't want to, put that sweat equity in, but they want to be a part of the journey. Well, I've learned as a leader that you can waste a whole lot of time and attention focusing on those individuals, or you can invest your time and your attention to those who see your value and see the purpose why you're on this planet. Pour into those who are present, pour into those who are appreciative, and pour into those that just give you a joy about doing what it is that God has placed you on this planet to do. Your focus is your responsibility. Whoa, put that on a t-shirt. Your focus is your responsibility. Be a good steward of your focus. This is good teaching. Please hear me, because I want you to get everything God has for you this month. Be a good steward of your focus. Oftentimes we talk about being good stewards of our finances and being good stewards of our time. And we should be good stewards of those things, of course. But I want you to focus this month on being a good steward of your focus. What's absorbing your attention? What are you complaining about? What are you looking at becoming frustrated and aggravated about? Be a good steward of your focus and put your focus in places that are fertile. Let me say that again. Put your focus in places that are fertile. What do you mean, Pastor Troy? Positive places, positive people, encouraging people, encouraging environments, places and things, activities that lift up your spirit, places, activities, and things that encourage you to be unstoppable. That's where you want to invest your focus. You know that you are an investor. And if you never invest anything financially, you will always be an investor when it comes to your focus. Be a wise investor, because where you focus determines where your future ends up. Let me say that again. Where you determines where your future ends up. It's been said this way, that a broken focus creates a broken future. A consistent focus creates a consistent future. Your focus literally determines your future. That's number one. Give you things that I need you to do this month in April. 5 actions that you need to take, because let me tell you something. April is going to be the month of bloom, and it's going to be the month of blossom. They don't call it spring for no reason. They call it spring because everything that was dormant is about to come alive. Everything that turned brown in the winter and the fall is about to be reinvigorated with growth and with color. That's going to happen in your life if you focus on those who see the value of what you bring to the universe. Are you ready for number 2? Here's number 2 of 5 critical actions you need to take in April. Drum roll. Here we go. Focus on those who are ready to do the work. Focus on those individuals and people in your life, in your circle that you encounter who are ready to do the work. This is where I am in my entire life right now. I am so focused on the people who are ready to do the work that the people who don't want to do the work or are full of excuses about the work or are too lazy to do the work or they're too busy doing other things to do this work, that's cool. I don't make them bad people. I also don't make them a priority either. Let me say that again. I don't make them bad people, but I also don't make them a priority either. Why? I have to work with those who want to do the work. This season, this month, you need to make sure you focus on those who are ready to do the work. Number 3, here we go. Are you ready? 5 critical actions that you need to take for April. Check 3. Number 3 is us leveling up. Every single one of us, let's level up. And I need you to understand something. It's not a matter of us all being on the same level. It's not a matter of us all leveling up in the same way, the same rate. No, the assignment is to make sure that every single one of us levels up in our life for whatever our next level is. Everybody's got a next. You've got your next. I've got my next. Focus on your next. Whatever your next level is, Let that be your priority. Next step, your next progression, your next decision, your next dedication, your next concentration. You've got to level up in April, because April is going to be the month of bloom and blossom. So pick some areas of your life where you desperately need to level up. Don't pick the areas that you're already doing pretty good in. Why don't you look at those areas of your life where you are long overdue for an upgrade and for the next step in your life? For some, that may be the relationship you have with your children, especially if you got younger children, and maybe you haven't spent enough time with them to coach them, to counsel them, to guide them, to encourage them. Well, in this season, level up as a parent. Be more involved in their school activities, be more involved in their day-to-day interests, be more involved in their spiritual development, their spiritual growth, be more involved in their financial education. Be more involved. Level up as a parent. Some may want to level up in their relationship. Well, focus this month to be a better husband, a better wife, better boyfriend, better girlfriend. Level up in your relationships. Now, others may say, well, I want to level up with my health. It's time for me to put myself as a priority, and I need to put myself at the top of the list of things that I value. Well, let's start in April and let's level up with our health. Set a goal that's obtainable and achievable for you. And that may be working out 3 times a week for 30 minutes each time you work out. It may be walking around your neighborhood 1 or 2 miles every day. It may be that you want to level up in your diet and what you eat. Everybody's got to find their area that is screaming and crying for an upgrade. Now, some of you got a couple of areas. Well, that's okay. You are designed to attack more than one area at a time. Don't run away from it. Face it and defeat it. Overcome and grow in April, because this is the season where everything's about to bloom and everything's about to blossom. All you got to do is get in the mix and level up in those areas and watch God come alongside you and assist you. I promise you. Here's number 4. We're talking about physical actions that we need to take in the month of April. Here we go. Are you ready? Here's number 4. Exercise the power you possess now. Now, this one is huge, man, because I am always running into people who are talking about one day. If they're not talking about one day, they're talking about when I this, when I get that, when I achieve this. And I tell these people all the time that you've got to exercise the power you possess now. Why? Because if you don't start exercising the power you possess now, that power that you're waiting on later on in those other areas, it'll never come. Why? Because power is progressive, but it needs a starting place. It needs an impetus. It needs an incubator. So you have to start right where you are, exercising the power you possess. Now, let me help you. I'm talking about the power of decisions, the power of decisions, the power of choices. That's a power that you can exercise right now. And you may not be able to do everything you want to do in life. You may have restrictions currently. You may have some things that you need to unravel or resolve. But you have a level of power that you can exercise right now that you have not been exercising. I guarantee it. So, number 4, in April, set your sights to exercise the power you possess. When? Right now. Why? Because what's going to happen? You're going to create momentum in your life. And let me tell you something about momentum. Once you get it going, oh my God, it starts flowing. So number 4, exercise the power you possess right now. And then here's number 5. And number 5 may be the most important one of all, because number 5 really is the impetus for number 1, 2, 3, and 4. What was number 1? Focus on those who see the value in what you bring to the universe. Number 2, focus on those who are ready to do the work. Number 3, Let's level up, every single one of us. Number 4, exercise the power you possess now. And then here's number 5. Check it out. Grow up so you can show up. Ooh, that's good right there. That's like that Campbell soup. It's good. What are we talking about? We're talking about growing up. And I need you to hear me because I am running into this issue, and I've been running into it for quite some time now, that a lot of us who are well into our adult years have abandoned the commitment to continue to grow. Growth is something that has to be focused on. Growth is never accidental. You just don't say, oops, hey, I grew in my finances. I grew in my relationship with God, and I didn't even try. It doesn't work that way. Grow up. In other words, we've got to mature. Look at the thing that I put on the screen right up under the grow up so you can show up. And I typed this for somebody today because this is important. Immaturity incarcerates your development. Let me say that again. Immaturity incarcerates your development. And we all have some immaturity that we still need to deal with. We've all got a little version of ourselves that we have got to constantly continue to push forward to where we are mature in stressful situations. We're mature in challenging situations, and we're mature when we need to make decisions, not based on emotions, but based on the devotion that we have to our goals, our dreams, and our desires. None of that's possible, guys, if you don't grow. I am literally at a place in my life, man, where I'm not arguing with people anymore. I'm not debating with people anymore. And for me, that's huge because a large part of my life, especially my younger years, I was known as a voracious debater. I was known as the king of confrontation. I loved it, never shied away from it. But as I've gotten older, I have recognized the amount of energy that is lost when I engage in arguments with people that don't have a reward for me. Where there is no reward, there is no argument. Unless you just want to waste your breath, you're trying to prove something to somebody, which is why immaturity has to be addressed. Because when you're immature, you walk around feeling like you have to prove something to someone, which is why we oftentimes argue with people who aren't worth arguing with. And we're trying to prove something. And really, once we've proved it, we haven't moved our needle any further. We haven't progressed in any way. And we haven't received a reward, even though we might have been right. In this season, I want you to be wise and grow up so you can show up. When I say show up, I mean to be able to show up and focus on that which really matters more than anything. This life is of distractions. And when you're immature, you are easily and often distracted. You think about a child, you can give a child a task to do, like take out the trash, clean your room, wash the dishes. Simple tasks, right? But the child, 9 out of 10, will become distracted because there's so many different things around them vying for their attention that they may start to do what they were told to do, but then they find themselves drifting, daydreaming, and not completing the task that was assigned to them. Well, let me tell you something. Just like children do it, we adults do the same thing sometimes. We become so distracted that we forget about our financial goals. We become so distracted that we forget about our health goals. We become so distracted that we forget about our personal growth and development goals. And we wind up arguing and bickering with people. We wind up letting the immaturity in us dominate us, or even worse, letting the immaturity in us represent us, when the immaturity in you will never represent the best in you. So here are the 5 things you got to do this month. You've got to grow up so you can show up fully focused, show up fully awake, show up fully aware, show up 100% sharp for the task at hand, which is a better you. I've given you five critical things that I want you to do this month. We're calling them 5 critical actions for April. Why? Because April is the month of blooming and blossoming. It's spring, guys, and everything that was dead is about to come alive. Everything that was green that turned brown during the fall and the winter, it's about to return on the scene with a gangster lean in all of its vibrant colors. And let me tell you something, your life can be exactly just like the flowers and the trees that are about to bloom. But you have to do the work so that you can reap the benefits of doing the work in your life and for your life. Well, that's all I've got today. Just a quick word of encouragement. 5 critical actions for April that I strongly encourage you to commit to and watch your life bloom like it's never bloomed before. Well, listen, guys, I hope and pray that this has been a benefit to you. Hope it's been a blessing to you. As always, I encourage you to invest, show your love and your support for the ministry, the wisdom, the knowledge, the time that we take to provide these moments throughout the week so that you can stay on track, you can stay on the path of progress, and that you can always realize that, hey, I'm growing step by step. I'm growing. Why? Because I'm getting this daily wisdom and knowledge being fed to me in a way that is comprehensible, concise, and clear. Well, there's a link in this particular communication where you can make a donation. I pray that you'll do that and know that I will continue to do it because this is a part of my assignment. And I appreciate those of you who understand my value and what I bring to the universe. Well, hey, this is Pastor Troy Wynn Sr., the senior pastor of the Freedom Church in Warner Robins, Georgia. And I hope that you continue to have a blessed day. And until I see you soon, be blessed. And don't just have a good day. Make sure you have a God day.